Yo, let's get ready to play some Madden. It's not going to be a terrible late stream. Yes, I am late, but I've been doing some stuff. I kind of had a busy day today, so I thought I'd do a quick live and get it done and over with. I'll be live tomorrow, hopefully late tomorrow night. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Get this party started in the Wally. He's gonna have some fun and he on the way. 'Cause we're gonna play some football all night long. La 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 la. Just waiting on. There we go. Come on. There we go.
This game of the week, the Bears and the Packers battling for first place in the NFC North. A lot of folks want to point back to week 7 of the season. Indiana goes on the road to Oregon, get a 10-point win. They say, you know what?
Just waiting on this.
The Buckeyes had the lead at halftime. The Hoosiers rallied in the second half. Shut down the Bonnet offense of Julian saying it's terrified. And the Hoosiers took a big chance. And for the Hoosiers to tomorrow in the number 1 seed in the college football playoffs.
Here come the lucky ones. It's a game. This is fair fashion.
All right. Let's go.
Asian sensation.
Sensitive stomach.
Okay. All right. I need to check something. Widget.
Do yourself a favor. Go to heroes.com.
It's fucking fast. I told George, Wolf of Justice, and I never stop fighting you. If you're hurt, call the Wolf of Justice.
Wolfofjustice.com.
Spotlight on America investigates high-tech
All right.
against drones.
Monday on Fox 17 News at 9. Midland, Tennessee's only primetime news. This is Fox 17 News at 9, your code red station.
All of us were going to be friendly shocked to get David Wayne back after her the day before.
Okay.
Tonight, the questions continue to escalate 3 days after a Middle Tennessee
Here we go.
professor was found shot dead with gunshot wounds. DeKalb County Sheriff's deputies found the body of 40-year-old Dr. Ashley McKenzie just beyond her home, according to multiple sources. Now, her students are remembering her work in combating domestic abuse, as detectives are trying to unravel the violence that appeared to end Dr. McKenzie's life. Dr. Ashley
All right.
is a senior at XTSU, taking Dr. McKenzie's final.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go through the rain here in South Philly. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. On play action, Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good game. On first down, they pick up 7 yards.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Play action, it's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They're down and 3.
3 yards to go.
In motion, Shakir. Allen on 3rd down. He gets this complete to Shakir. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. Here's Allen. They'll go back to Shakir. He's got another one.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
In motion, Shakir. And this one is caught with momentum. That'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield. 3rd and 5. Throwing again is Allen. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. He pushed this one to the right. No good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
First carry for Saquon Hunter. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Eagles first down.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion to the left. On 1st down, it's Allen. And that will wind up incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. The 1st quarter has come to an end. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowski, to punt. And how about that for starting field position here?
Aww. Bye. Aww. Oh, you quit. Oh, give me a passy. Oh, give me a passy. Oh, that was easy. Don't count my chickens before they hatch. Don't count my chickens before they hatch. Let's do this it all the way. Baby, baby, I got my first lift. I got my first chance. Cause I think I love you, baby. I think I love you too.
Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma, you can count on. You can share this with other managers. Trial lines from Columbus to Bloomington. 2 programs that appear to your reflections of each other.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The city of brotherly
Oh,
love.
nah,
Give him some
what
snow
jersey
here
is
as we get set
that?
to play. And away we go at the link. And he mishit this
What kind
one
of a jersey
badly.
is
It's
that,
out of
my
bounds
friend?
short of the 40, and they're going to
That's
take
an
over
old style jersey. That.
Not gonna lie, I thought you was the Chargers.
Yeah, no, and the Eagles.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Shot 17. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Love on the play fake. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets the looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Ready?
Play fake. It's Love. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, it could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Xavier Gibson now to return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. And goes to the hurry up here. Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. A disappointing way to begin this one as he is stopped for no gain. And 3 plays in, Brock, they're already facing 4th down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
63. Right.
On 4th down, Hurts. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on. Down.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field.
Here we go.
Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Set, punt. Set.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Toward the sideline and cut by Reed. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and long. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
This one taken in by Kraft. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Red 38, 560.
From the red zone on 1st. Brought in. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
I'll pick up with 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 5-yard line.
And we will not get another play.
I
That's
can't really
gonna
even
do
see
it
my
for the
players
first
through the
quarter.
snow.
7-0 is
Yeah.
our score.
I
We'll
know.
return to the link right after this. Ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone.
Come on, set.
Stick it in the air. Love. And there's
Oh,
a man
wow.
there. It's intercepted. Sidney Brown makes the play. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Going to the ground again on 1st. And tough running as the Elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They'll throw 3rd and long. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Packers take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Ready, hut.
Love now off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Isaac on the sideline. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
Ready, set.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Play action. Love. Bails out of the pocket quick. Pass is cut at the 9. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
There, set.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 6-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal.
Set, ready. Yellow, 22. Striker, 3-3. Hut.
Loves to throw again. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't.
How do you
hold
drop
on.
that?
3rd down coming up.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question.
I don't know.
Touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it.
Weird.
Flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Makes the catch. It'll be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. There's an offense, they get a completion, they get a win. There's a defense, they keep everything in front of me and make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Now leave the offense out there and try 4th and goal from the 4.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Ready.
And again, Love. We will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Let's just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment. The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half. And they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
1st and 10 from the 32.
That's good. Eagles, first down.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And the pack gets home. They drop him. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left in this half.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack. You know they're going to keep giving them looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion. But the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
Running right, it's Barkley. Good running, he rips off about 7, but they're still short. 4th down coming up. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Working quickly here.
13 yards on the play. And an Eagles
1st down, and they go right back to it. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for Eagles. 1st down.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
No gain on the play.
Barkley again here on 2nd. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goddard. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. Couldn't do it. He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
On the double. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Well, right side, and Dobbs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll give the Packers the first. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. On the move, past the 40. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've left over the week or in practice that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
That's complete to Reed, out left. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Ready? A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And tough running as the Elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun now for Love. Let's go at the 4. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers push their lead further to start the half. They're in a close game. They needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part in padding the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Love's gonna throw, and he won't get away. They bring him down. A sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Oh, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach.
Tired body pain holding you back? Try Aleve for long-lasting pain relief. Unlike Tylenol, just one dose of Aleve provides up to 12
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's another carry for Barkley. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Throwing the out route complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Vacates quickly left side. Flat connected with Brown, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Now Love on the play fake. Rolling out to his left. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
30.
Back to the air. Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to hit Josh Jacobs out of the backfield. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Ready.
3rd and long for him here. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Here we go.
Nice caught out right by Golden. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running right. Here's Jacobs. 2 yards, all he can get. Takes 3rd down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Packers with a 13-point lead. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
43 rail. 10 black. Set.
To the air on 3rd and long. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Packers making a 3-score game in the 4th. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Love brings his Packers to the line. They're going for 2. Keeping it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
19. Eagles nothing. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Fields the hard squib kick. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Evan Williams. And the Packers get it back around the 39-yard line.
Good game.
All right, I got one more game in me, and then I got to get to bed.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles and themselves.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Hurts. And it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? We got like a 9-6 type of a game, and then the pressure goes on the punters who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
10 yards on the pickup.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 20. One just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Hey, Silver.
First down 10 at the 20.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And an Eagles first down.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on the opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 59 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Clock runs, less than a minute to go in an entertaining first quarter of play. They'll go to Barkley again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Now a run here off the arc. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better. Let's go.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And an Eagles first down.
Hey, 73.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Oh, he fakes the spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. This is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll try the right side here, Barkley. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They'll run it again with Barkley. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This short throw caught by Goddard. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards.
No
That's
good.
running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And it came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough day for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff looking right. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 16.
Barkley inside handoff. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Saquon Barkley running right. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And
Sir.
Complete.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thanks for playing. Woo! Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Yeah, yeah. Wally is the best. That was a hard game. All right. Let's play one more.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from a snowy Philadelphia. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. Play fake. It's Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. On the ground, it's Jalen Waller. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Third and long. From the gun, Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. Escaping to his left. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down. On 2nd down, a run. How about a reverse instead? And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And that'll set up 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
Play action now with Rodgers. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down. On play action, Rodgers. Flushed to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. 26. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught, and he's not going to get there. Stop short, and they turn it over on downs as we get to the end of the quarter. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 37-yard line.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
42-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. Inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's caught. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. They will go ahead and decline that one and take the 2 points. A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. This is caught to the goal line and in. Adam Thielen, touchdown Pittsburgh.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, here's Hurts. That's to the right side. Caught by
Wide open places.
They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll go up here on 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Hurts. And he's in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start of this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this game.
17. Steelers 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety.
Yes.
File that under head scratcher. Really hard to understand what was going on there. We do know what's going on the board.
Bye-bye. Thank you for playing. I learned a new trick. Who's your daddy? Wally beating the ass. That's right, Wally's coming to town. I'm kicking your ass. Sometimes. All right, one more game. I've got to get to sleep. I got to get up really early tomorrow. There's something strange in the Wally hood. Who are you going to call? Wally Busters.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. The city of brotherly love getting hit with some snow here as we get set to play. And away we go at the link. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And he manages the 35 before they can.
There's millions of fast options. So try today at DealDash.com. $50 free credit for your first win guarantee.
Stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Jets, first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
They go right back to Hall. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for Jets. First down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Escapes out to the left. And the Eagles get to it. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return. They had gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts a turnover.
No, they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 13. At the 46.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They find space for a few yards that time. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
You know, okay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. They'll air it out on 3rd. That's complete to Gutters. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. First down, a run with Barkley. He tried so hard to get it outside, but just couldn't turn those feet quick enough in this snow. He's dropped behind the line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to one to work with now. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now give left side. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Offense to the line fast. Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, you know, I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
58-yard attempt.
Online, but not enough juice to it. That one falls short. It's no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
331. Tim Smith.
Fields on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down and 10, Fields. Locates Adonai Mitchell. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. You need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. Now Hurts on third and long. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. New set of downs for them from the 31.
Here we go,
Here's Hall running his own read. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Flush down out to his left. He can run it. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
You got a mini basic. 11.
Brings up third and 3.
Third down give to Hall. Trying to plow ahead for the first. Can't even get back to the line. That brings up fourth down. They do snap it. Here's Fields. Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
19 yards. And the Jets, first down.
That big fourth down call is how we close out our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Back now for the second quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone.
Here we go. Right.
They'll run here. It's Hall. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
They go to him again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss. Working quickly here.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's third and goal.
On third and goal, here's Fields. Rolling left by. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Goes to the hurry up here.
A loss of 13 yards. It's put down and goal.
Not fourth down. Fields hits him on the in route. And this one has no shot. They're on him quick, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
If you go for it on fourth down, it's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. They aren't getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series, quite like getting stuck for a loss.
And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and
on third down, it's Hurts. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. Fourth down. The Jets take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They'll go. Hurts. He connects downfield. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's good for the Eagles. First down.
Running right, it's Barkley. Man, it's so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Barkley again here on Sunday. He's going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Here's another carry for Barkley. He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They'll indeed go for this. It's Hurts. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Completed over the middle. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he charges ahead, but slow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple. They go to Barkley again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Into traffic, complete. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st down throwing for Hurts. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. He's looking for Dallas Goedert there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
This is why those kickers are down there before the game, trying those kicks in midfield. Kind of like Hooper shooting that half-court shot before half, because they believe, kickers do, that they're going to get an opportunity to be a difference maker. With that long kick, he certainly was.
On return, here comes Davis. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. 3rd quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Going to the ground again on 1st. Man, they've had a miserable time trying to run it through all this snow. Another carry fails here. He's going to lose yardage. This time it's a passing play. Finds a seam down the middle. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one hits for 30. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. On the return, here comes Davis. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. First and 10 from the 32. They'll start this one out with Hall. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. They give on second to Hall. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game. This one's quickly mocked up, too. Fields on 3rd and 2. Buying some time left. Making the call himself. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
A 49-yard gain on the play.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And now surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. Offense up to the line fast. Hall gets it again on second down. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Offense to the line fast.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Fields on 3rd. Chased out to his right. Connects with his back. Hall. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The kick by Folk is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. No luck there, ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. Here's Saquon. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he charges ahead, but snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They go play fake with Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Working quickly here.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
From the gun, it's again to Bigsby. And tough running as the Elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
No gain on the play.
Third snap from the gun. And downfield, and Goddard has it. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And goes to the hurry up here. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, they made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. So now it's third down. He's back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long.
Great.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Looking quickly here. So Reed, they'll give it to Davis. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense in a hurry up here.
Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Jets up by 8. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 58. Hey, 551. Go.
Davis will get in on the option. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Back to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find the completion.
That's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Setting up to pass. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Now to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
321. Right.
You're going to pass it here. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up.
Here we go.
Hand off here to Davis. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Gotta hurry this to the line.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Go.
3rd down. Here's Davis. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Going right back to Davis. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. So it's a road win for the Jets. And they were playing against the elements as much as they were their opponents and overcame both of them to secure the win here in the snow. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hardworking crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from Philadelphia.
All right, one more game, and then I have to.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Houston Texans and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go through the rain here in South Philly. Look at him go! And he goes all the way for the touchdown. Fireworks to start this night with an opening kickoff return for 6. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start, but you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Don't touch it.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game.
10 yards on the pickup.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Finding room across midfield. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 34-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. And he just hoped to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Barkley with good blocking leading the way. He's got the 1st down inside the 25.
A 7-yard gain.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. He's to the 10. And he'll take this one in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
You know, it's funny, Mike. I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their weight, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling. So early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
Here's Tremont Smith on the return. We'll get this up past the 20s. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here we go. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll find his man. That's Jaden Higgins. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
13 yards. And the Texans' 1st down.
They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
Brings up 7.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. From the gun, here's, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. He'll return it from the 11. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
King, Bill King, Bill King.
Now it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game. You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and it's a big-time connection for the touchdown. Mike, there's not a lot of ways to break this play down other than saying you get the wide-open target, you have the play you want, you're aggressive going for two, you just got to catch the ball.
Gibson now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Xavier Gibson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Silver, set. Miami.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10.
Hey, 73. Great.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. It's a pickup of 12. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Eagles.
We're out of the gun. They give it to Barkley. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A 6-yard pickup.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. Room to run at the 35. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 39 yards. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Texans 13. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At the 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On play action. Stroud. That's to the tight end, Stover. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Texans. There you go.
Schultz, the motion man.
1st down, Houston.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had football. Here, he's got a 1st down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Now, Stroud. To the goal line and in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Fairbairn to add the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Texans have taken a 4-point advantage. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. Now an opening past the 30. A terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Big Sheldon Rankin in there for the stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up go down.
That's a gain of 6.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 4th down. Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. As this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on 4th down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Hurts. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll try it now with Bigsby. He's driving for the goal line, will be stopped short, but has enough for the first down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Dillon is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side is the end zone, and they get 6. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here, this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Looking free downfield, it's Kirk. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Houston. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here is Shipley on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. 63. To throw is Hurts. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On second down, Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
So we're at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Taimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here is Shipley on the return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Back at the 13-yard line.
A second down throw for Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. It'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Set to go now on first and 10.
Eagles first down.
Hurts will try it again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Straight ahead, it's Bigsby. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
It's a gain of 5.
Third down, they go with Bigsby.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
It's another go with Dillon. Here's a third down and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
right back to Dillon. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
a gain of 2.
Big time stop there, Mike, on third down. Now it sets up a fourth down decision for this head coach. Do I want to be aggressive and extend this drive? Or am I content just sending out my field goal unit and trying to make this all square? I think at this stage in the second half, tie the game up, Hopefully my defense can get me the ball back and find a way to win here in the second half.
He gets this complete to Granson.
Through.
And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First down. First down.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. Bigsby now going to start it off here in the fourth quarter. Mark down at the 6.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. On the handoff, this is Bigsby. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up fourth down. Here's Kurtz. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
Well, on one side of the field, this coach is saying, no, guys, we are not here to play for a tie. We're going to take the lead. But what a job by this defense. They had other ideas. They keep them out of the end zone for a huge stop.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. On the ground, it's Marks. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? And now it brings up a pretty interesting...
Into space. He's to the 40.
Okay.
Inside the 20. And one effort after the kick. He goes all the way. 90 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Fairbairn to kick off for
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Gibson now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
their own 25-yard line.
This is first and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second and 10. At the
I got high
25-yard
standards for
line.
offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's third and 7.
To throw, Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the fourth. They have 2 timeouts, but not much time. Down 2 scores as we get to first and 10. On play action, Hurts. Out wide, that's Bigsby. Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. To the air again. Hurts. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And an Eagles first down.
Hurts again. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, Hurts. That's going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. Handoff here, and it's Marks. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
Why, Tony? Wait.
They'll go play action with Stroud. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards.
So it's a win for the visiting Texans. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I got to get to sleep. I appreciate everybody that stopped in. I appreciate everybody. I just want to say too sweet to everybody. Thanks for joining me. See y'all in the next one. This is a Wally production. Any written consent of using my broadcast without the written consent of you don't have any right to use any of my footage without an email or so. Peace, good night, and too sweet.